Years ago when we were battling the illegal whaling fleet in Antarctica, I used to go out in the small boats and take part in the actions we would do against the whaling vessels. It was pretty scary at times. You know, we'd be going out into those icy waters. Sometimes a boat would get thrown around. I remember once I got thrown right off the controls, and they'd be blasting you with water cannons as well. You're just like a little ant compared to these much larger vessels. By our campaigns down there, we made the rest of the world realise that in a supposed pristine whale sanctuary, an illegal whaling operation was taking place. It was very intense, but in the end, we were successful in kicking the whalers out of the Antarctic whale sanctuary.
Next, 3 seconds forward for launch. Station, we are underway.
It's all about the unexpected, because when the ship goes to sea, obviously there's a lot of movement, so we don't know whether the sea's going to be calm, we don't know whether it's going to be gale force 12, so if it's not nailed down, we just make sure it's all strapped down.
No, there's nothing on top that can fall, and all of this is tied down.
I think with these campaigns, you know, for me, it's not just that we're going to protect some whales or protect some krill or something like that. You know, for me, it's this huge disaster is just happening in our era. We're the humans who are alive now. It's up to us. We have the responsibility to try and do something about it.
James has been with Sea Shepherd for a very long time now. I think he first joined in 2009 as a deckhand, and since that he's done multiple anti-whaling campaigns in Antarctica. We've got 2 generators on the board. We're ready to use the bow thruster. The main engine is on, and we've got control over the main engine.
Okay, Mark, we're going to do steering and pitch control tests.
Virginia speaking.
Hi, Leah, it's Marcus here, and we're ready to start the steering test.
Okay. I'm at midships. I'm just gonna switch from
Pump 1 to pump 2.
Pump 1 to pump 2.
I am a bit nervous. I don't know if I'll get seasick, but we're just taking it day by day.
The thing that most people are worried about is going to be the sea state. The Southern Ocean is known to be a rough ocean with a lot of big waves and strong winds, which can cause seasickness even to the saltiest sailors.
Chasing the whalers down in Antarctica, it got the attention of the world's media, and it just forced governments to act and stop the illegal whaling that was going on in Antarctica.
30 years ago, they named themselves the Sea Shepherd Conservation Society, and they've been called many things since.
And as we speak, a Japanese whaling fleet is again heading to the Southern Ocean. Now, their target this year, 945 minke and fin whales.
What we're doing now is a continuation of what we were doing in the past. We're going back to Antarctica and we're trying to get attention focused on this issue. We're always going to do what's most effective. In this case, it's exposing the destruction caused by the krill fishing fleet. We use media and we're bringing science to gather evidence.
The first time I heard about Sea Shepherd, it was my first year in uni, and I was in an ecology group, and there was this girl who had been with Sea Shepherd going to Antarctica. And when she talked about Sea Shepherd, about what it was, for me that was eye-opening, and I always thought that is what I wanted to do.
Hello.
hello.
Nice to see you. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. Happy. I know that you guys are joining end of February, if that's correct.
Yeah.
We have tons of data. We have like all the sightings of like whales, seals and so on. Like we always log that.
During the Antarctica campaign, it's very important to always have a scientist on board because we need to give biological context to everything that is happening.
You all go to these regions basically by design that are underrepresented in scientific sampling. right? Even just observations, you know? So when you're going these places, you're seeing these things that no one else in Western science are seeing.
This year, the science team is going to be led by Matt Savoca. Matt Savoca is a researcher from Stanford University that published a very, very interesting paper about the conflict between the krill fishing fleet and the re-emerging whale populations after whaling.
This is the region that, like, clearly, as populations recover, is just so incredibly important to 3 to 6 different species of large whales in huge numbers.
Yeah.
To the point where it might be the most important large whale feeding ground anywhere on the planet.
Little bit more. Yeah, go, 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 go. Stop. Bridge deck. We will be ready for undock.
In 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's all understood.
We will all have to move on this side, so no one staying on the starboard side. Bridge down.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, anybody?
Yes, I think we'll
Okay, you can pull. All lines back on deck.
I was very nervous this morning and a little anxious. But now I think that it's going to be one of the craziest experiences of my life. And I hope I'm ready.
We don't want to go through too much ice, and even though we are ice classed, we're not an icebreaker, so we need to be careful still around the ice. And as much as possible, try to go around it. The passage from Auckland in New Zealand to Ushuaia is quite a long passage. I think the route that you've plotted
is, it's 4,652 miles.
Which is quite a long stretch. It'll take us about 21 days at an average speed, and that's if we are not too impacted by the weather. And now we'll start the beginning of our campaign to go down to monitor the krill fishing fleet.
It's very symbolic. You know, we have just our one ship down there confronting this large industrial fishing fleet. And, you know, they're making all these profits from destroying the ecosystem in Antarctica. And, you know, we're just one little vessel trying to protect it. And that's symbolic for what's going on in the world. The people in our crew with Sea Shepherd are still so dedicated to try and do something to protect the environment. You know, there's some of the people that have made their lives free so that they can get out there and be some of the people in this generation who are doing something, and that's really inspiring.
It's a new adventure. We are going to do something important that matters a lot for all of us. I feel really lucky. Yeah, lucky.
Still forecast for 7.5 meter waves tomorrow lunch.
Cape Horn is a renowned place for sailors, and crossing it is considered to be the Everest of sailors.
We do have to stop the engine.